They're not at a place of maturity where they can switch their mindset. They're kids, you grown. Look, in 2015, I want you to embrace the fact that success is never on discount. All right, E.T., what do you mean by that? Look, no shortcuts. Look, you can't go to the left, you can't go to the right, you gotta go straight through it, baby, when you talk about success. Now, this is important. I'm from Detroit. They make F-150s a dime a dozen, right? But Rolls Royces, they don't make those a dime a dozen, right? Each one is handcrafted. Your success has to be handcrafted. Your success, you gotta go all in. Your success, you gotta give 120%. Look, you can have it. You can't have it, but you have to understand, if you're going to be great, you gotta pay a price. Sweat, blood, tears. That's right, sweat, blood, tears. Your mama can't pay for it for you. Your daddy can't give it to you. If you're going to be successful, you have to understand that there are no discounts to success. Only grind, only perseverance, only sweat, blood, and tears. Hey, it's your boy E.T. saying, listen to me very closely. You have to understand that it is never on discount. Hey, and by the way, do me a favor. In 2015, make sure you tune into the School of Greatness podcast.
If you really want to be successful, you have to make sure that you know what it is that you truly want and go out there and pursue it with everything that you have. But it's going to be challenging because there's going to be distractions along your way, and you have to make sure that you're focused and you have enough discipline in your life to make sure that you are able to stay focused and stay dedicated to the task at hand, and that is becoming successful, because a lot of people don't understand how much time and energy and effort has to go into becoming successful. A lot of people believe it's this overnight thing, or whenever they see someone to become successful, it just happens real quick. But in actuality, they didn't see all the time and the energy and the late nights and the early mornings and all the connections you had to make to be to that moment. They just see the moment. They don't understand all the hard work and energy that you produced to become that individual in that situation. It's a whole lot of work, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be challenging, but you have to constantly be keeping your nose to the ground and focused on the grit and the grind, because you will become successful one day, and you're going to relish those moments where you're struggling when you look back, and you'll be so thankful that you had those opportunities to grow in those certain ways, because they will lead to your success. So many of the most successful people in the world have claimed that their failures are the only reason why they are successful today, because if they hadn't failed in those certain ways, they wouldn't have become the successful individual and had those same ideas.
Durant scared me because when Durant score, he don't say nothing. He ain't getting nobody excited. He ain't trying to get LeBron pissed off or pumped up. He just score on my man and shh. Only thing he does at the end of the game, he kiss his mama, he hug his brothers. All right, I'm out. Game over. Shh. But the one thing he does, I don't know if you watched it, the first thing he does when he gets on the court is he does what? Y'all better start watching these games, bruh, because you're going to need to do what these champions doing if you're going to be a champion. The first thing he does is what with them numbers? Touch them numbers on the front, he touch them numbers on the back, and he's doing that for who? Which coach? His coach that was killed. His coach died at what age? And he wears what number? He got a Y. He got a why. He ain't just playing for no championship. He not. You got to hear what I'm telling you. If y'all going to be great on that field, you got to have a why. You got to have a reason for why you do what you do. When he comes out, he ain't tripping on LeBron. He don't care nothing about no Dwayne Wade. All he keep thinking about is, I'm going to get one for my coach.
You got to discipline yourself. I started looking at Mother Teresa, Gandhi, and I was like, yo, bro, Gandhi would go fast from sex, and he was married. He would fast from talking. You know, I just started watching these great people and was like, yo, these people fast, and not about fasting, like that's not the piece, but they were very disciplined people, and they would not allow their exterior world to dominate or destroy their internal world. I just like, yo, I want to get to a place where I can control me. My family members have grown. I lost an uncle who cirrhosis of the liver, brilliant man, but just drinking. And I was like, yo, I do not want to. My father was a substance abuser for years. I was like, yo, I don't want a life where something else is controlling me. You know, like for real, when I left home and said, I don't want to be controlled no more, like I meant that. Like I don't want nothing to control me but me. And so I got to put myself under extreme discipline to make sure I'm free. I just got in a new environment in college. And once I got there, I was just like, I was so grateful that I had to pay it forward. So I was like, yo, what this guy did for me, I've got to do unto others. And that's what I've been doing, just speaking life into people who just don't believe that they can do it. You know, so many people think that like you have to have a mother or a
father in your life. Like you have to go to a certain school. You have to, and I don't believe that. I believe when you wake up and you're ready to like live, at that point, I can help you to get from where you are to where you want to be. And that's why I say, some people think, when you look at certain successful people, maybe their fathers passed something down or their mothers passed down. It's like, no, it doesn't make a difference if they pass it down or not. Everybody's got to wake up and grind. And if you're willing to work like they're willing to work, you can have whatever you want.
So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section down below.